Hey guys, so I'm super excited to share with you today how do you get PR as a micro influencer or just like an influencer starting out. So I have a lot of options for you guys. Obviously there's a lot of different avenues that you can approach, which is nice because there's options. So let's get into it. So really the biggest place that I've gotten noticed so far is TikTok. So my current stats right now is about 30K on TikTok, but I haven't done any recently. So honestly probably around like the 10 to 25-ish mark as actually getting emails and working with brands. So obviously anytime you go up in numbers and stuff, I feel like that opens up more opportunities. But overall I'm just gonna be talking when I got around 10 to 20 and now at 30K. So it's kind of all the same amount, but I did start doing it before I even hit 10K as well. So note that. Also to note, this is specifically how to get free PR without getting paid collaborations and stuff, because you gotta start somewhere. I know a lot of times people are like, get paid for what you're worth and stuff, but sometimes it is very important to get yourself out there to start even working with brands, so you kind of know what to expect. You know, oh, this is how it usually goes, this is how much I should be charging after blank, things like that. So I really think it's good to get your feet wet and not have to just jump in full throttle and be like, I need to get paid, you know, pay me. Obviously getting paid is good, but also getting free product is good for experience and for you to get noticed by brands more. And like I mentioned, you don't have to have massive followings to be able to start getting at least some PR and things like that. I got them sometimes even under 10K like I mentioned. So let's get into it. So obviously the biggest way, obviously, that you can collaborate with a brand, that a brand would be very apt to collaborate with you, is when they message you. And I've gotten that a lot in my DMs and in email. So I highly recommend, what I actually tell everyone is put your email in your bios. So I think that's super important because no one's going to be searching hardcore through your profiles to try to find your email, and if it's right there quickly to find, they're more likely to email you. And if you get a viral video or stuff, a lot of people do go to your profile, so then they can see your email right then and there. And obviously when a brand does message you, they're probably more likely obviously to work with you, so that's nice. So then they might be more willing to pay. So a lot of times they do kind of send you a brief overview and be like, hey, this is so and so brand, we want to collaborate with you, we're willing to do X, Y, and Z. And then through that you can say yes, like send me what you want and I can make a video of it or something, and there's no big strings attached. Or they can also email you and be like, okay, what do you charge for X, Y, and Z? We want that, and that's super nice as well. So I've had a couple brands reach out to me and be like, oh, how much do you charge per video? Blah, blah, blah. But then, like I said, I've had some brands message me and say, we just want to send you free product. You don't even have to make a video on that. AKA Verse. Verse is such a good brand, and they just didn't want any strings attached. They just wanted me to try their product. So I thought that was super cool. And a lot of times, like, these brands obviously want you to create content. So I thought that was cool that Verse didn't have strings attached and they truly just wanted you to try their products. So go Verse, shout out to them. So I highly recommend like accepting free offers because it gets you in front of people, it gets you working with brands, and a lot of times too is you want to get known to that brand. So once you create maybe like a free video, so overall it's really like getting your foot in the door, and that's really important. And really anything you do is to get your foot in the door, and then it can open up a wide range of opportunities. Next thing you can do is DMing them. This is also really good. I've done it a few times. Obviously you got to know that some people are going to say no, like that's just the name of the game. Some brands are gonna be like, no, we already like have our cap of who we want to work with, blah blah blah, and that's okay, at least you tried. And then on the flip side, some brands will be like, yes, we'd love to work with you, because there's thousands and millions of people out there that they cannot always find you. So sometimes you putting yourself out there and messaging them can really benefit you. And like I said, it can be either paid collaborations or just free products in the beginning. Okay, so now let's mention some of the websites that I use that I think have worked the best for me personally. There's obviously so many other websites, but these are the top two that I've used and actually have gotten free products from them. So my first one is Octoly. Octoly is really nice, and you do have to have some requirements, so definitely check this right here, what I'm gonna show you guys of the requirements and stuff. And for Octoly, I hit the requirements with TikTok, so all of my brand collaborations and things like that have been through there. What's super cool about Octoly is you can do some text reviews and you don't have to even post a video about it, which is super cool too. So I've gotten a few text review ones where I didn't have to post a video and then I just keep the product, and I think that's super easy and nice. Then there's also some where you will have to do a whole video of it, tag them, put the links they want and stuff like that, but then you still keep the product, which is super nice. Some of them you also can make commission off of. It just says kind of on line of what you can apply for. And then what's cool is like, so every month you get so many credits, and then once you apply to a brand and they accept you to have them send you the products, then you use up 1 credit, but once you review and get your video up, then they give you back that credit so you can go buy something else in the shop, and it's super nice. I love how easy flowing their processes is, and I love how quick, and the shipping's really great, and I feel like just the customer support they have for that as well is really good. They do have an app for it, which is super nice, and I love apps, so highly recommend them. They're like the best one I've ever used because it's just so user friendly and you get in front of a lot of different brands. My next one is Aspire IQ. This one is good. However, I've noticed a lot of them are kind of sending you to links to sign up for their affiliate programs and stuff like that, which is technically what you want to do to get in front of people and to get a hold of the brand. But with Octoly, it's kind of like they literally, you just sign up, you say what products you want, you apply for those products, and then they send it to you. It's nothing like, oh, you get on this and then get to their affiliate link page, which you can find anyway. So Octoly is kind of more like private, which is cool and more exclusive, I would say. Aspire IQ did have some good campaigns on there which you can apply for, and I've worked with Cricut, which was super cool, and they sent me a crap ton of stuff, so that was probably the best one, and which is why I highly recommend Aspire IQ, because I've tried other ones on the other websites. Either 1, the brand never replied, or 2, they just weren't good collaborations or brands you really even knew, and then they wouldn't even reply anyways. Stuff like that. So personally for me, I like working more with established brands, but I do like to work with some of those brands that, you know, are just coming up. It just depends, but overall I like it with the name so that other people know it and are more likely to watch that video. So sometime I think it'd be fun if I did a full PR haul. I a lot of times just unbox them and then put them to use or do stuff with them, so it's really hard to like hoard it all together because I kind of get them sporadically. But if you guys want to kind of know what I got, I can kind of show you some stuff I've gotten before. Influencer is also a really good option. It's not technically doing it as an influencer or anything, but you don't really have to be an influencer for it. You can sign up for it and you just link all your socials, do little surveys, and then they can send you boxes for free, which is nice, and you really don't have to have a big following. A lot of them I don't even have to post on social media, and I get a lot of free products. So definitely check out that video that will be linked down below that you can watch about Influencer. So that could also be an option just to kind of get some free products and test some stuff out for your channel or your social media. So that also is an option, but technically isn't collaborating with brands, I guess. Or, I mean, it's still getting free packages, so, you know, anything free is pretty good. So I hope this all helped. Definitely let me know what you guys have gotten for PR. I'd love to know. So definitely check out my TikTok and see kind of my strategies that I do. I have a lot of TikTok growth videos as well that you can watch if you're trying to grow on TikTok, or if you're having struggles growing over there. I have a lot of videos for that, so I have those also linked down below. But follow me on my journey with TikTok at Kaitlin Sonday. I hope you guys liked watching this, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys!